The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Success depends upon previous preparation, and without such preparation, there is sure to be failure. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know yourself, but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer a defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. A superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. It does not matter how slowly you go, so long as you do not stop. Supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. To see what is right and not do it is want of courage or of principle. All warfare is based on deception. Hence, when we are able to attack, we must seem unable. When using our forces, we must appear inactive. When we are near, we must make the enemy believe we are far away. When far away, we must make him believe we are near. Wisdom, compassion, and courage are the three universally recognized moral qualities of men. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. When anger arises, think of the consequences. If your enemy is secure at all points, be prepared for him. If he is in superior strength, evade him. If your opponent is temperamental, seek to irritate him. Pretend to be weak, that he may grow arrogant. If he is taking his ease, give him no rest. If his forces are united, separate them. If sovereign and subject are in accord, put division between them. Attack him where he is unprepared, appear where you are not expected. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. The greatest victory is that which requires no battle. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential, these are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. To know your enemy, you must become your enemy. To be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. Engage people with what they expect. It is what they are able to discern and confirms their projections. It settles them into predictable patterns of response, occupying their minds while you wait for the extraordinary moment, that which they cannot anticipate. We should feel sorrow, but not sink under its oppression. There is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. Humility is the solid foundation of all virtues. Thus we may know that there are 5 essentials for victory. 1. He will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. 2. He will win who knows how to handle both superior and inferior forces. 3. He will win whose army is animated by the same spirit throughout all its ranks. 4. He will win who, prepared himself, waits to take the enemy unprepared. 5. He will win who has military capacity and is not interfered with by the sovereign. By 3 methods we may learn wisdom. First, by reflection, which is the noblest. Second, by imitation, which is the easiest. And third, by experience, which is the bitterest. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. They must often change who would be constant in happiness or wisdom. Even the finest sword plunged into salt water will eventually rust. What the superior man seeks is in himself. What the small man seeks is in others. Move swift as the wind and closely formed as the wood. Attack like the fire and be still as the mountain. It is easy to hate and it is difficult to love. This is how the whole scheme of things work. All good things are difficult to achieve and bad things are very easy to get. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. In a country well governed, poverty is something to be ashamed of. In a country badly governed, wealth is something to be ashamed of. The art of war is of vital importance to the state. It is a matter of life and death, a road either to safety or to ruin. Hence, it is a subject of inquiry which can, on no account, be neglected. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. There are not more than 5 musical notes, yet the combinations of these 5 give rise to more melodies than can ever be heard. There are not more than 5 primary colours, yet in combination they produce more hues than can ever be seen. There are not more than 5 cardinal tastes, yet combinations of them yield more flavours than can ever be tasted. Faced with what is right, to leave it undone shows a lack of courage. When the enemy is relaxed, make them toil. When full, starve them. When settled, make them move. To be able, under all circumstances, to practice 5 things constitutes perfect virtue. These 5 things are gravity, generosity of soul, sincerity, earnestness, and kindness. Who wishes to fight must first count the cost. Fine words and an insinuating appearance are seldom associated with true virtue. Know yourself and you will win all battles. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. If you wait by the river long enough, the bodies of your enemies will float by. Do not impose on others what you yourself do not desire. So in war, the way is to avoid what is strong and strike at what is weak. Men's natures are alike. It is their habits that carry them far apart. To win 100 victories in 100 battles is not the acme of skill. To subdue the enemy without fighting is the acme of skill. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Be extremely subtle, even to the point of formlessness. Be extremely mysterious, even to the point of soundlessness. Thereby, you can be the director of your opponent's fate. Hold faithfulness and sincerity as first principles. When strong, avoid them. If of high morale, depress them. Seem humble to fill them with conceit. If at ease, exhaust them. If united, separate them. Attack their weaknesses, emerge to their surprise. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Build your opponent a golden bridge to retreat across. The superior man, when resting in safety, does not forget that danger may come. When in a state of security, he does not forget the possibility of ruin. When all is orderly, he does not forget that disorder may come. Thus, this person is not endangered, and his states and all their clans are preserved. What the ancients called a clever fighter is one who not only wins, but excels in winning with ease. Wherever you go, go with all your heart. The wise warrior avoids the battle. Forget injuries, never forget kindnesses. One may know how to conquer without being able to do it. He who exercises government by means of his virtue may be compared to the North Polar Star, which keeps its place and all the stars turn towards it. The whole secret lies in confusing the enemy, so that he cannot fathom our real intent. He who speaks without modesty will find it difficult to make his words good. Rouse him and learn the principle of his activity or inactivity. Force him to reveal himself so as to find out his vulnerable spots. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. One mark of a great soldier is that he fights on his own terms, or fights not at all. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large. You have to believe in yourself. The superior man understands what is right. The inferior man understands what will sell. If the mind is willing, the flesh could go on and on without many things. He who will not economize will have to agonize. When we see men of contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves. If you know the enemy and know yourself, your victory will not stand in doubt. If you know heaven and know earth, you may make your victory complete. He with whom neither slander that gradually soaks into the mind, nor statements that startle like a wound in the flesh, are successful, may be called intelligent indeed. He who is prudent and lies in wait for an enemy who is not, will be victorious. If I am walking with two other men, each of them will serve as my teacher. I will pick out the good points of the one and imitate them, and the bad points of the other and correct them in myself. Anger may in time change to gladness. Vexation may be succeeded by content. But a kingdom that has once been destroyed can never come again into being, nor can the dead ever be brought back to life. Silence is a true friend who never betrays.